Hello, Taurus, my beautiful bulls. It's Maggie, the Irish Gypsy, bringing you your February 2025 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last half of February for the Earth sign of Taurus. Welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. And as always, thank you for taking the time to be here and watch these videos. They are general videos, so perhaps for more insight and clarification, you can also watch your you can watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. Sometimes it can bring in additional perspective and insight for you. If something does resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me, Maggie, @gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video to see that contact information. I'd be happy to hear from you, and I can usually respond pretty quickly within 24 hours. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings, different types, lengths, styles, cost spreads. The 6 and 12-month overviews are still going pretty fast right now. Little something in there for everyone. And I'm also quite diligent about the timely scheduling of personal readings. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Taurus, moving right along. Let's see what the second half of February has in store for you. We begin with the Hermit, Judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune. Primary focus and theme and energy is the Emperor. To put it simply, Taurus, it looks like something has happened that you need to make a pretty significant decision or a set of decisions about, which may have significant or profound repercussions or consequences, and that you may not be able to walk back from. Not to sound too ominous, but judgment is kind of that crossroads. It's where you decide, you make choices and decisions to go in one way versus the other, and usually the outcome of that is long-lasting, if not permanent. So the advice is always to choose carefully, which I think here you're trying to do with the Hermit card. It's about, the Hermit is about taking the wealth of your experience, your knowledge, your trials and errors, success and failures from the past, the lessons that you've learned, and using that to navigate your way forward, and to avoid any pitfalls or to avoid making mistakes that you've made in the past before. So it's about using the wisdom and knowledge and experience that you've gained in order to do that. It really feels like something's happened, but that Spirit has either orchestrated it or allowed it to happen. Divine timing and orchestration is at play here in order to get you to see something, or in order to get you, typically it's to get you to change your course or make some different decisions. The overall energy or focus for the last half of February is the Emperor. So it's about making decisions and choices, for the greater good, for everyone involved, not just you yourself, right? If there's an implication here that these decisions will impact more than just you, so you need to take everybody involved into consideration in making those. The Emperor can sometimes be a tough, heavy card because, the Emperor has the entire empire, right, to consider. He's at the top of the hierarchy or the headship of the kings and queens in the tarot. Discipline, accountability, focus, making sure that order, is established and reigns. And it can sometimes feel like the weight of the world on your shoulder, right? But it's about making the best decision for everyone involved, so it represents kind of taking a step back and looking at the entire situation instead of just focusing on one. Your own impulses or needs or emotions as well, kind of taking everything into consideration. So let's break it down a little bit. Let's take a look at the Emperor. We have the King of Pentacles, which is likely you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Justice and the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is a card that can be kind of tough. It's mental because it's governed by the element of air. Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs this. I mean, our intellectual landscape, how we think, our perspectives, our belief systems, right? Tens represent a cycle ending or coming full circle. So the Ten of Swords can represent a perhaps very challenging or painful awareness and understanding that something has come to an end, or that it's simply not going to turn out the way that you wanted it to. It may involve, for some of you, betrayal, deceit, feeling exploited, or feelings thrown under the bus. Justice is the reap what you sow card. Both of these together can represent a kind of karmic justice. It may be that it feels like something has obviously happened and that this something is challenging. This is a general reading, so the effect of this, what it is, and the effect of it, the intensity of it, is going to vary. It may be that you maybe did something or made a wrong decision or a poor decision in the past, and that decision is coming home to roost. But for the majority of you, it feels like, justice may not be being served at this time. It always evens out in the long run, but it may feel like right now, whatever is going on doesn't feel right to you, or it feels wrong, like something like this shouldn't be happening this way, and feeling, really let down, feeling betrayed, feeling like you had, this idea of what an outcome of something was going to be or how something was going to play out, and that didn't happen, and kind of waking up to the realization that, okay, well, what do I do now? And trying to make the best decision possible about that. Let's take a look at that Hermit card. The Emperor just jumped out again. Feels like there's a lot of weight and responsibility on you. To make the right decision. Other people may be looking to you to make the right decision. We have Judgment again. So we have the Emperor twice, we have Judgment twice. And a feeling of being stuck and perhaps being unsure about which direction to take, or whether to take an offer or opportunity that's on the table. Now, for some of you, because we have Justice and Judgment both, for some of you, this may be a legal issue, and it may be that the outcome that you wanted, the ideal outcome that you wanted, is not coming to fruition, and you're kind of facing that. There's an alternative path, an alternative option, or an alternative offer. It's not exactly what you wanted. You probably, some of you don't feel inclined to take it. You may be feeling stuck. But the Two of Swords here is indicating that this is a decision, while tough, needs to be made not by ignoring your feelings. Your feelings are part of this, but actually by focusing on the practicalities, the black and white, the truth of the situation, and what is reality here, in terms of compromising and negotiation. Let's take a look at Judgment. And that's the same fundamental energy, no matter what the exact situation is in a general reading. The fundamental energy is saying the outcome you wanted is not the outcome that you're going to get. And that's been made evident to you, and your feelings about it are valid. But you're still going to have to make a decision moving forward based on the reality and the black and white truth of the matter. It looks like you're going to have to compromise and take, less, or move on in a completely different direction. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords. This is about making a decision to make the best of what you can, take what you can, make the best of what you can, just so that you can put it behind you, just so that you can turn your back on it, leave, walk away, and begin a healing process. Because I think what Spirit is trying to help you see here, or give you the opportunity to make choices on, is, look, it's time to put this behind you. It's not going to have the ideal outcome isn't going to manifest here, no matter what you feel about it or how much you want it. Trying to hammer away at it isn't going to change anything, and because of that, I think God, Spirit, angels, and guides, divine timing, and orchestration has, brought this about, or allowed this to come about, to get you to see that it's time to move on. It's time to put this behind you for the purposes of healing, of moving forward with the healing process, no matter what the situation is. Five of Swords, Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Take what you can and move on. It may not feel like the victory, but that's where you're going to win in the long run as time plays out here. So, I mean, it's kind of all the advice is there, but we're going to wrap this up by asking for specific guidance and advice. Tower, Death. Look, when Tower and Death comes out as advice, it's Spirit saying this. It's not just that an ending is inevitable, it's that something is already dead, and it's time to move on. It's so dead, it's so done. They need to find a new word for dead and done, right? It is definitely time for a brand new journey, a brand new cycle to begin. That cycle may be practical in different elements. Moving, relocating, new jobs, new projects. If it's a financial litigation matter, taking what's offered, and just, again, it's doing whatever you have to do and taking whatever you can take in order to put this behind you and move forward into a new beginning. Just to get on a new path. It's time to move away from this thing. So do whatever you have to in order to do that. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. Those are your messages for the second half of February 2025. It looks tough. It looks like a challenging time. But it's time to move on. It's time to put the past behind and begin this healing process and kind of move away from it. And I think for some of you that moving is quite literal. So we'll leave it there. I hope that for those of you for whom this reading resonated, that it was helpful and useful for you. Again, if it did resonate, you'd like to peel the curtain back, take a deeper look at it, or you really resonate with the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video to see that contact information as well. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a little while for the next set of generals. Until then, stay well, be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.